people are here. Oh, you are live. Well, I don't see people. Well, I don't see us
We are
yet. Hello,
live.
everybody. Hi, we are apparently live. I'm wait till I see my face, and then I'll start entertaining you thusly. But I know Caleb is here, and I think that's your sister, right,
It
Jonathan?
sure is.
Hi, Sister Kane. That sounded very like I'm addressing a nun a little bit, so I'm glad. That. Ace. Okay, cool. I'm glad I see myself, and Jonathan and everybody else.
Someone else is here
Yoga
too.
Viator to you too, John.
I don't know if you can
Oh my
see.
God, not yet.
Where is
Now
she?
I
There she
see a special being.
is. Hello.
Whoa, she's guarding a little notebook.
Yes. And all
Uh,
the other random stuff that was in my way on my desk, which is now there.
Oh, there it goes. Nemo is here and alive. I'm so glad to hear that. Tinglish is also here. Lavuna is especially here, ready for the day. I cannot wait.
Jake is here.
Jake is here. I'm excited. Hello. I don't know where else to go from here. I had therapy, was great, and I tell would enjoy my mental health better. Ooh. But yes, we are here to do some scripting. I cannot wait.
It's exciting. Oh, also, this is the first time it's ever just been the two of us.
This is the literal first time where it's just been me and you.
Yeah. It almost happened multiple times before now, but now it's happening.
Now it's happening. This is. I hope the energy is great. I think energy is going to be great. Yeah. Ooh, I saw the first queer bar to open in Poland.
You just saw it from a distance?
It is a grand. Oh, I'm not doing a grand opening, but did you see like the bell, like the bell getting rung, the ribbon getting snipped, all that good stuff? I'm also noticing a lag from like it popping up on YouTube and on StreamYard, but I also don't know if that's. Oh, are you noticing this as well or no?
What, like the comments?
Yeah, the comments aren't coming up at like the appropriate manner.
I was hoping I wouldn't have to go back and forth between 3 screens and just 2, but nope.
Yeah, it's just going to pop up very suddenly. Oh well, so be it. Okay, so yes, well, I'll let chat do chat things, but you all had a duty to vote in a poll that is present. I'm so glad people did. I know I had to remind somebody at the final hour too, and they told me that they did. I had to remind them that it was not a hard poll to understand. So that is good. Duty indeed. So
I don't know if you saw me laughing when you say that, and I specifically laughed because I knew that she would be laughing at that.
Amazing. I'm so glad we could duty this together. Oh, okay. I get focus. But I will say that people were really into the abjad portion of the abjad, which means that the less transparent we were about the W and the J, the better. So I don't know who it was because I don't check and I am lazy to look on Patreon and Excel. These two got 1 vote each. The bar was closed. Oh, the bar was closed.
Oh.
But go ahead.
I really thought those would get more votes.
I did as well. I'm glad they wanted to challenge us, the patrons. Yeah, see, Jake, I thought it was you. I don't want to call you out, but I knew that those two were rather your favorite options. I can say that those two were not my favorite options. Feels sleep time. But this just kind of doing it without any sort of like our mothers of reading got 8 votes in total. And the mother makes do got 10. So it does look like we are going to go, down this kind of like mother makes do rabbit hole of like potentially having for sure like the lateral behave similarly to like the J. And then we'll see kind of how that happens. I wonder how much sense it will become, but
it will be confusing for sure. But
mother makes do indeed.
Love it. I think it can work. I will admit that I voted for option A because I felt like it was the least simultaneously least invasive in terms of what's already been done with the language and least confusing. And I feel like B is the one that will be maybe slightly difficult in practice in terms of the like figuring out how to spell words and things like that,
Yeah,
but at least won't be any additional work for the other stuff.
for sure. And I think like depending on like the choices that we make, how these kind of like these mothers of I don't even know mothers of reading, but like I think I imagine like the native lang video or like but kind of like what was I gonna say, because that little image of like major moment in writing history just like got me on a vocal stem track. But like yeah, I think like if we play our cards right, the spelling won't be too drastic, and we can kind of like have some sort of like funkiness to it.
I just realized I'm being like dramatically lit from below because the iPad screen is down here.
I have this terrible like ring light that's doing something. I don't know. This room is getting terrible light now that the sun is setting.
Well, that's the other thing. I for some reason have to.
Oh wait, this might be the first Bouba where both participants are on the same time zone.
Whoa,
yes. That's crazy. So B is the winner.
Yes.
And now it's from the type stuff out because I will forget.
I am always in favor of writing things down as soon as you figure them out, because the longer you wait, the more difficult it will be. And I know this from experience many, many times. I still haven't entered like the last week or two of my Luxembourg words into the like official documentation.
Oh. That is always going to be a barrier, is like adding anything to a dictionary. That just feels like brunt work.
Like I actually do like doing it when I get in a roll of it, because I use Obsidian and I could like make the connections and all the related words and stuff. But at this point, I'm just like, I like made the files for every entry. And now I have to like go back and look at my posts and figure out what any of them are even supposed to mean, because I didn't put any information in for any of them.
It's due to.
And I see what you were saying, Jake, that you don't know how much they're going to help necessarily. And I feel like this might be one of those things where, like, in practice, I mean, I can only really speak for Hebrew with this, but like those additional letters that you put in, they don't always get put in. There are sometimes multiple valid spellings, and it could be that like this wasn't a binding poll, right? Which means that maybe in practice they sometimes get you, sometimes don't. But like the way that it can sometimes work in Hebrew is you've got the nekudas, which like are the little dots and stuff, which can like extremely specifically tell you what vowel it is and all that. And then you've also sometimes got the like full consonant letters being used to indicate the vowels. And it's one or the other. You don't use both. So like if a word has a long E sound, you might either add an extra Y in there to indicate the E, or you would put the little dot, but you wouldn't do both. So like, if we down the road do find that using these is not that helpful, I feel like, it's fine. Again, it's not a binding poll.
I agree. We'll kind of see.
Oh, it's Zorro.
It is Zorro. I just realized that I need to go to this document right quick and get some forms to potentially kind of plan some stuff out. Yes. Just to kind of see.
So just to be clear about the plan for today, so we're going to start by making some sort of proto-glyphs, which will be like, I don't remember exactly how you put it, Logogr-abjad, like, but basically logographs, which will turn into letters for the abjad. So
for sure,
this is the proto writing that we're making. We're not yet too concerned about developing it.
Yeah,
because it's probably going to develop in multiple directions, which is definitely an interesting approach. I kind of like it. I'm excited to see where it's going. But we also, like, probably at the stage for today won't be too concerned with how the actual practice of it, like all the specifics of spelling, because it's going to change.
Oh, for sure. My vision into this is kind of like, and I know Jake will correct me if I'm wrong, but like kind of like creating kind of like the bone script analog of this and kind of like going kind of like a proto sort of writing, and then kind of like,
so maybe a couple stages basically.
yeah, but like of course like that is like a much like larger venture than like the confines of today, but kind of this like, I was going to say like drawing the stick figure that will become like the person glyph that will become like this the sh gif or something like this.
Right.
Yeah. But I also just put the proto forms for person and persimmon to kind of like think about like in terms of like, oh god damn it, writing it out specifically. Potentially this is going to look like that with maybe some diacritics, and this is going to kind of like potentially something here. I don't know.
Yeah, that one is like, none of them feel right to me. None of the options, like the poll suggested basically any of the labial consonants, right?
Yeah.
I wonder. Okay, I need to review some things about like phonotactics and stuff. But like, what if we had something where it is not a single one of those labial consonants that is always used? Where like in this case, if you wrote SMM, I guess it could be it couldn't be confused for a syllable that ends in a double M, because I'm assuming you don't. It says C1, C2. I don't think you can allow geminates at the end of a word.
Correct. It would need to be.
It would either have to be two syllables, or one of those M's would need to be representing something else. But then it's still unclear: is it representing CVC, where the vowel is the U, or is it representing CVCV, where you're not writing the? I don't know.
Jake says we will allow.
Right. So there's still too many possibilities for that to be unambiguous, and then anything where you use two of them would be just as ambiguous. So maybe that was not the right line of thinking. But
my line of thinking was kind of like, yes, use all of them, but have it be kind of like determined by place potentially. And this is maybe a little bit more of the far-fledged ideas, shocker coming from me, but also kind of like if it like is a U.
Sorry, when you say place, do you mean place in the word?
Place of articulation. Sorry, I'm sorry. I meant manner. I totally meant manner of articulation. I meant that's totally my bad, because there isn't like a labial approximate or anything that's like comparable. Like with stops, it would be used with the P kind of glyph, and with fricatives it'd be like the F, and with others it'd be like the sonorants, it'll be like the M. But that might be like working out those kinks like way further down the line. But that's like at least like an idea. It's like if this was
my mouse. What, my cursor is just gone. Oh, there it is. That was so weird. Okay. Bouba.
I guess that's like what it would be.
It's
this like conception I have versus like Fuma. I'm putting. Oh god, Jake is backseat driving. Oh no.
What did they say?
I don't know. We'll see. Hi, human. Hello.
Wait, what?
They're in the document right now. That's why. But like FFM would be like Fuma.
But okay, so if we, I totally forgot I can like type in the document.
Yes, yeah, full.
In theory, this could be like so many other things too, right?
Oh,
like
yeah.
if you typed FFM, it could be Fuma. It could be
Fafama, theoretically.
Yeah. Well, so I forget what the restrictions on word length are, but you could have something like Fafma, right?
Yeah,
possibly.
We could have Fafma. Yeah.
Like we don't. Was there any consideration to if we would have a stand-in for ah and schwa, or was only the high vowels? Were
It
only
was
those
only
considered?
the cardinal vowels. I know that like the glottal stop being
So we could
for
use that
A.
for
Yeah,
okay.
and we have like
So
I think where my words are coming from, Jonathan, is that like I want to involve the at least the purity of the abjad as much as possible.
yeah.
Which is like
Okay.
I think that's where my like juices are kind of like not like flowing as well as they could be, because I'm like, okay, like we have like no vowels, like we have to kind of like be it. It almost is like we like is going to be an abugida light.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that too, because you would have potentially an inherent schwa if none of the other ones are there, right? So I had a thought and it disappeared. Um,
Mm.
if I don't know now. This is why I voted for A.
Because like I like what
So
like what
sorry, no,
no you're fine.
yeah, I guess if we really wanted to spell out Fuma and we wanted to use both, then it would be something like this, right? Because we're using M or one of the other labial ones. Sorry, this is what I meant. We're using one of them for the U and then the other one for the A.
Yeah.
And possibly there's like if we're consistent with always using the I keep forgetting how matres, right? Matres like
Montrose
lectiones.
Lectionis. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to,
If we're consistent about like always using them,
yeah.
then for all the vowels other than schwa, there's still a few things that could get confused for, but it's much less ambiguous than I had been thinking.
I
If
completely
they're sort of haphazardly applied, that's when it gets very weird. Oh, so Jake is saying that there is not a rule, no restrictions on geminate, so you could also end a syllable with a geminate. Oh, across syllable boundaries. Now I'm not sure how to
yeah.
interpret that.
Are you saying, Jake, that like these would be written like without any spaces, theoretically?
I think spaces would be nice for once. Just given the potential ambiguities. Like the other thing I'm thinking of is like if you think about like if you were to write English without any vowels, there would be confusing words, but it works because we know the language. And it's
Bingo.
like for us for this, we don't know this language. We are not fluent speakers. And so it seems impossible to write it this way.
Mm-hmm.
But if the speakers were comfortable with the system, if it was functional, which it's a little hard to say whether it is going to be functional, but it is, I think, more feasible than it seems.
And like to piggyback on what you were saying, like back to what you're talking about, like Hebrew, like there is a way to like specify like which vowels you're talking about. Like it's not like you're completely reliant on just prediction. Like if you need to specify, there's going to be a means to specify.
Yeah.
I also suggest water jet.
Yeah, we're all on the same page here.
Although I'm imagining that like industry grade water jet to be like a power washer.
I don't think that's what that is.
Okay. I halfway I'm just like imagining like
I think it's like one of those precision things that like you put the thing on the table and it like has very powerful water jet from above that can like cut through metal and stuff.
oh yes. Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But before I make business, I did want to recall a very
What
funny
does that
story.
mean?
What?
Make business sounds like a euphemism.
Yes, it does, but more so like let's like make some like glyphs.
Or maybe I just still have make do on my mind.
Yes, but oh my god, but don't make me lose my. Oh, I was watching this one kind of parody like short of like hydraulic presses. but instead of it being like a hydraulic press smushing to something, it was somebody's bald head, and it was like with him like going like head first down into camera and just like squishing like a pepper or like a kiwi. I lost it, and it's just like you see this man like complete like poker face, just like smushing this vegetable. So funny.
God.
Okay. The business that I want to make is that we don't have too many nouns. I think the only nouns that we have is definitely persimmon person, kohlrabi, hummingbird, and that actually might be it.
Nests, flock, pack, bunch, patch, pod, pile, hand, flood. They're listed under the plural markers. Those could work to some extent.
They could.
I just happened to scroll up to those. No, those are like right above where you were. Okay.
Why am I lost? Oh, haha! I did find them. Yes, yeah. I think I'm trying to find the lexicon.
Some of those would for sure be tricky, but I just needed to say that they are nouns. But like pod could totally work. Hand is classic.
I like pod. Where's our lexicon?
Okay. Jake is doing something. What are you doing?
Oh, it says protoforms and their meaning. Oh, thank you, Jake. I think they wanted me to kind of like poke the where they were.
I thought that's where you already were.
No, I was hopelessly trying to find a later.
Okay.
But yeah, essentially, like, how many of these like do we want to map onto like a glyph? Because I think a pod would be very fun, and especially as like a glyph for the, I think it could be interesting.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were saying like the English word.
But that does kind of maybe speak to something that like I don't know if this is going to be like purely abjad, but like it is kind of giving like syllabary in my mind. So I might like mix it a little bit.
Like a good song.
Syllabary in my mind.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. That's why I thought you would.
Okay. Excellent. So, just in reference to this list of words,
yeah,
what kind of pod are we talking?
And what kind of pack? Pod for like a pea pod, like a bean pod, like a edamame-esque.
Okay, Julia. That's kind of what I figured, but I feel like, well, no, I knew it was a vegetable. Thank you, but there's many different vegetables.
No, it's part of the many dolphins that we have going on. That's what it is. I wish.
Fish also. Oh,
so the joke wasn't too far off then with the little mini dolphins.
Okay, and then for pack, is this like? I forget if this is the sense of like a pack, like a backpack type thing that you would put a bunch of things in, and that's why it's a plural marker, or is it animals? Okay.
Yeah,
because the former would be illustratable and the latter not really.
These are like the more animate, and then as we go further down, the less animate they're going to be getting. Do you feel like you're in a seance a little bit?
Yes.
Area of low vegetation. I want Jake will know who the queen from UK's Drag Race is, who did like the roar and just like the, I want to say like River Medley, but I didn't know it's not. But I think Ness could be a fun Gothy Kendall. That's who it was. Thank you, Jake.
Okay.
Okay, great. E.g. bird or snack.
Snack. Okay.
Flock.
There are not squirrels, right? What does a
No, there's
snake
no.
nest look like?
This is
I
why.
have absolutely no idea.
What do you mean? How they look?
I have no idea what a I did it again. Snake nest looks like.
Snake.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it's like a
Oh, okay.
depression
Oh,
of some sort.
yeah, these are some images of snakes. All right. I don't normally have much of a problem with them, but some of these are weirding me out. Um, Honestly, most of these, it kind of just looks like a pile of eggs on the ground, which could be something. We could have our like multi-ocular O type letter for,
Hey.
and then it would probably just simplify to an O, but
I do kind of like that idea where it's kind of like, do you remember like the glyph and not the book the bizarre glyph for Gba, like it's kind of like the
oh yeah, the turtle.
this guy.
Yeah, it's David.
Okay, perfect. But like, is it from David?
No, but it one of the times I drew it, it looked like him with his hair swoop, and so then you remember.
Yeah. Now I remember. But I think that like is kind of like maybe a good like springing off point for like the nest glyph.
Can we? Yeah. What is? Do we have the map handy somewhere? Because
I actually do have. Oh my god, Jake.
Okay.
Oh.
What?
Give me 1 second because I do have
Thank
it.
you.
I did download it recently.
Just because, well, I don't at all remember what the geographical relationship is between the two places where these writing systems are originating.
Far. Very far.
That's what I thought. Okay. So you were just talking like on a conceptual level, not like an actual
bingo bango.
Okay.
Definitely not a borrowing dealio.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if it did.
Yeah, I was pretty sure it was quite far, but oh yeah, they like could not be farther.
No, so like yeah, like they're literally like
there's like it's like as soon as I saw it, I realized. Okay.
Remove. Nice. It is good to have that though. I like having that. Shall we start some making then?
Sure. Yeah. So we can also just like choose things that we think they might have that we don't yet have words for, and just start making glyphs and then assign them sounds later. Like we don't have to worry at this stage too much about sound or use. Although we might want to just keep in the back of our minds like which of these maybe are getting used for the Matris Lectiones.
Yeah,
because they will show up a lot. But again, they will change. So like it's not a big deal.
So just to like have an impromptu agenda-ish. It does not matter that we need to assign things right now. It's a matter of kind of just like thinking of also good, yeah. A matter of just like mapping things kind of like as a picture onto glyph potentially, and then going from there. Okay.
Okay, let's do it. So I have to do a thing, and then I think you have to allow me to do the thing, something like that.
Do I?
I don't know. I'm maybe making that up.
I'm gonna read what George and Jake had said.
Georgian
is to start with something suboptimal and find creative ways to solve the problems with it. I agree. And then Jake said you can draw some of the things that we see in Hannah's picture for sure.
Yeah, it's a very good idea.
Yeah.
I think in this case, what's going to happen is we will start suboptimal and then evolution will mess things up even more and then we will recover.
I am curious.
I like that.
I do wonder. I am curious about like how like the hummingbird glyph will look, because that is cute and it's just a cute little word. It's fulfy.
What is the word again?
Fulfy. Fulfy.
That is a cute word.
It is very cute.
Okay. I now officially have too many screens. And
now
Windows open, so I will get confused. But okay, so this is not like, speaking of suboptimal, this is not the best way to do this because I have you can see my mouse. Oh no, you can't. The previous setup we could not get to work because last time I did this we were not using StreamYard. So it won't look as pretty, but it will work.
No.
I can't guarantee that, but I hope so. Okay, do we see this? Yes, we do.
With the love of love.
Can I zoom more or less? Okay. All right. So, Wow, where should we start? So many options. Oops, not gonna do that.
I think definitely some bird glyph is important, whether it's the terror bird
Yeah,
itself
absolutely.
or it's like a little like small little bean. But like
Oh, the little helpless baby bird.
What's that?
The little helpless baby bird.
Oh, speaking of helpless baby things, Punch now has protectors. Do you know about Punch the monkey?
Yes.
Okay, Punch now has people who are protecting him, and I'm so happy because the zoo told us to let things be and let us feel from grief for him, and now he has mommy and daddies and friends.
Oh.
I don't remember what's going.
Okay.
But wings.
Sorry, that was wings. Wings? What?
Birds have wings.
Yes.
Oh wait.
Sorry, was there more to that thought or just the word wings? Did I miss something?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Now go ahead because I'm gonna talk about Wings, the TV show. Not all one, two.
I'm going to look at some reference pictures of hummingbirds because I don't trust myself to draw accurately without one. I mean, I can't draw accurately even with one, but Now, the interesting thing about drawing a hummingbird is that when they are flying and in motion, you cannot see the wings really very well because they're just so fast.
That is true.
You know what I mean? It's like you see a photo of a hummingbird in flight, but it's like that is a photograph and like with an extremely high shutter speed. So
it's almost
I wonder if there's something in that.
Yes, I was going to say if there is a way for like these people to like observe a hummingbird, it would be while it's feeding. So it could kind of be like, and this might be, I'm going to draw shit.
Excellent.
This is.
I mean, looking at pictures of hummingbirds now, they really are just like
this seeable
beans with wings and a toothpick attached.
So this is the body of the hummingbird. This is the proboscis of the hummingbird, and this is the flower from which it is drinking from.
Yeah. Oh, I'm on the wrong tab. But George suggests drawing a bird with no wings and then a little swoosh. I was thinking about something where it's like, can you do the? I don't know why I'm thinking of like what is it? The electron cloud diagrams where it's just like it's like the area where the wings occupy, but not the wings themselves.
What did you put in chat?
It's not
Jake, if I can copy him. Oh, the Mayan gift. Oh, look at this little bean. Also the keyword sunun.
What?
The link that Jake put in chat is the Mayan glyph for hummingbird.
But in that chat, I was looking at
that. Oh yeah, you're totally good.
Too many. Oh my god. Wow.
Though. Oh, that's the flower, Jonathan. That's like the this part on the glyph. That I think is going in.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay. That was my other thought. Is like if you want to include like flower. So what I wanted to try to. Did I close my? Too many tabs. Oh, there it is. Okay. Like when you see photos, this is kind of terrible because the head is way too big. But like you see like the wing. Oh come on, these work. The wings, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like, and I guess if you know something about birds, like it wouldn't be that hard to fill it in, even if you couldn't see them properly. But it could be interesting to have like a. Okay, why is this shape so bad? You get the idea. Like almost a just many line thing for all the little sudden positions of it. Which, if we want to just like look ahead, I don't know, it could be like that sort of a shape eventually, Right.
That is Jake also made a great point that is we can see hummingbirds dead.
Yeah, but I don't want to think about that.
I also don't.
Oops.
But yeah, I like what you're saying. I was gonna like potentially like like bean, line, something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, could also. Okay, this is not letting me
Hmm.
like scroll around now, which is very annoying. But like with the tail extended sort of thing, which like at this point is already totally unrecognizable. But the other thing is like if we had the flower, right? So their I mean their whole thing is that most of their flowers are very long and pointy, right? Like, are there hummingbirds that feed from shorter flowers?
Probably, but there's and then
Oh,
if Bib happened to be watching, please call me out. But like, I think there is like an epidemic with like hummingbirds co-evolving with flowers, such that
yeah.
they're like um
Yes.
their beaks also kind of like evolve with it. So I think like I guess the shorter the beak, the shorter the flower.
Interesting. I'm actually seeing. Well, I mean, I just googled hummingbird feeding from flower because without from flower, it was all like bird feeders, which is just really annoying. But I'm seeing all sorts of different flowers, including like fuchsia and um, very flat ones. So I mean, maybe they have a more varied diet than I thought.
Hmm. Maybe they, yeah. I wonder.
Interesting. Well, in any case, sort of
Yeah.
prototypically, they have one of those sort of. I mean, maybe even that flower is a glyph if we want.
Oh,
Like they're very this shape, right? Like
exactly. I'm imagining like the literal like fake ones like on the
so
feeders.
so like if we wanted to keep that in mind for a glyph, I don't know exactly what our end style is going to be. We also haven't talked about something very important, which is what the initial writing medium is. But
That is true.
um
I
yeah,
I went going and thinking of it was like bone carvings, but I'm gonna let Jake put their 2 cents in just in case.
yeah, that seems like a big question that should not be
Yeah.
decided without them. Sword build hummingbird. I need to see what this is.
Whoa,
Oh my god.
whoa, that's so long.
So that's what we use for the
Oh,
Geminate version of this consonant.
oh, um, a certified riding medium.
Like again, this is something that will probably change, but like for the style of the initial glyphs, it would make a big difference.
I will say unrelated that the images on this sword build hummingbird Wikipedia page do make it seem like the length is sexually dimorphic, and it is not the case.
Oh, oh,
Um, but
oh,
yeah,
interesting. Is the
because I
female
bought
just looking away, maybe?
yeah, because like it says the
Like
female
this
sword-bill
angle?
hummingbird, right? Because I originally thought like based upon how you see what I'm saying though, right?
Yeah. I do see
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Oh my
Um,
god, that is so long. Its beak is like literally as long as the rest of its body, at least.
I wish.
And look at that. Their range is also extremely long and thin
Oh, I didn't notice it.
on the Wikipedia page.
We had to discuss
Pen
some sort of
on
pen on
papyrus.
papyrus, so I mean we're not too
That's
far off.
interesting. Aren't well, so papyrus I'm not like as familiar with. I've never actually tried writing on papyrus, but like, is that one of those things where you were sort of limited in your writing direction? Probably not, because if I think
I
of
don't imagine so.
like with leaf writing, for example, if you go at certain angles or whatever, the leaf can rip more easily. But I
Hmm.
feel like with papyrus, probably not.
How sturdy is
Just
papyrus?
thinking of like what I've seen of papyrus. I don't know.
Okay, no. Okay, not Undertale, people. Not Undertale. How strong is papyrus paper? Oh my god. I think it's pretty durable. It's similar to
Yeah,
thick paper. So I mean, like,
yeah,
yes,
we should be fine. Okay, so maybe not anything to worry about for the moment.
yes. They would have a boss at Undertale called
If we
Papyrus,
use a
though.
pen, we don't have to cut into. That's true. Yeah. Okay. So that's a start. I don't know if um I don't know what I was gonna say. So we can keep the flower thing in mind because we know if we've got plenty of hummingbirds, then we probably have some sort of flower with this shape.
Yeah, I
And
think like
we might have a situation where we have multiple flower glyphs. Like my thinking here is that probably the earliest form of this writing system has way more glyphs than end up getting used because I feel like is how that kind of goes.
1,000%
And
agree.
and so you might have a situation where it's like we have 7 different kinds of flower glyphs, and then maybe more than one of them actually does end up surviving.
That's where kind of like ironically not my headspace on like the ranks of the general, but like potentially having some continent glyphs be associated with certain vowels such that it still behaves like a like abjad insofar that you're not writing any vowels discreetly, but you're writing kind of like this like F that like was from like Fulfi that strongly suggests that there's a U there. But that is kind of moving on to like a syllabary sort of like
Yeah.
as well.
Hey, Carl. Yes, birds.
Birds, birds.
Birds.
The terror bird would be a cool bird to
It
draw.
sure would. I need a reference picture for that one.
Yes.
um, is that the kind of thing where if I Google it, I will come up with? Oh, I sure will. My
Yeah,
goodness.
I would say look at
Wow. Okay.
yeah.
And then we've also, of course, got our amazing drawing that has. I say our. I have basically nothing to do with
Yes.
it. But
From Hana.
do you have that readily available? I
I
know
think
it's
so
like.
actually.
Whoops. Okay.
I gotta go on Discord again, which is always annoying to like go on like
Is it
my
posted on Discord? Because I might be able to just look at it there.
yeah, it definitely is. Yeah.
Okay. And where would that be?
Lots of logograms. Yeah. It kind of gets like skinny, sort of like ooh. Like 30th list for Vosnod.
For what?
I hope it's I well, I don't know what I
Oh,
hope it is, but for Volsnot Vosnot.
I thought you were saying like that was the thing that multiple glyphs depict.
No. I was going to say that, like, I remember, like, back in the before we moved up here, I was working on the Yatlau syllabary, and I was literally drawing out every single like individual glyph with like its associated like diacritics, and I think that like either that or like the drawing like hella climate maps just like busted my iPad to boots. But I would remember just like drawing like 5 like versions of the glyphs per like diacritic and just like uploading them up. And it was just like, oh my god, it was like insanity for.
Oh, I finally found the picture. Okay, sorry.
Hey.
It took me forever to figure out what channel it was going to be on because there are multiple relevant channels. Okay, so well, that's such a good picture.
I know.
Okay, so our terror bird looks a lot scarier in all the Google images than in that one, for maybe obvious reasons. So do we think? So actually, I'm thinking the glyph for the various other languages that whole script with Sutan and whatever else was actually based on. It was a puffin beak. Which is actually a very similar shape.
Let me remind myself of some of the glyphs because I know what you're thinking of, and I gotta remind myself.
It sort of ends up being that shape, which was just like the beak of the.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Now I remember what it is.
Yeah. Which. Yeah, I don't know. Do we want to try to like? I'm gonna struggle if I try to draw this whole thing, but
yeah.
I mean, maybe there's something to it though, because like, can I? Let me move the screen. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So like, they are basically large flightless birds. They've got a very distinctive shape, so maybe it's not too much like just basic things.
I feel like maybe like the legs would
Blobby.
be maybe the emphasized portion of it.
Oh, could be.
Because because also Jake, quote me on this. Could these be like the beagles or like the dachshunds of the realm, where they're out like
a fluffy tail,
like chasing out like the rabbits or like whatever the heck like for their prey, and like using them to kind of like as like cormorants maybe. It's a good actually that's a really good analogy. You're like meat cormorants. Oh, it looks great. I love this.
Okay, so like just as a well, that doesn't work too well with this program. So potentially we could do something that is a simplification of that sort of general shape. Also could point the other way or whatever. But like that's the kind of basic thing. Or we could focus on just the heads. Or like you said, the feet, which is interesting. I don't know.
I also am like thinking of like how reduced are they going to be? Like, are they going to look like the A glyph that you've drawn, or are they going to kind of be a little more?
Well, at what stage are we talking about? Like the divergence, or yeah, I think it would be cool actually to have a little bit more of a clear depiction at that point.
Yeah, and then kind of like let them mess
and so not to worry about like getting to sort of this level of abstraction yet, you know.
Yeah,
but still somewhat kind of closer to the bird shape.
Like me. So, I heard a meow.
Oh, did you hear?
I did. Oh my gosh. I know there has been talks of getting a cat after we move, and that terrifies me in general. Why? Because it's like, well, no, I'm excited about it, but it also like feels like it's like one more like entity to take care of.
That's it's worth it.
It is very, I mean, I know it's worth it. It's just like I'm ready to have like pets on my own and not like a legitimate like horde of them. And like have like just like one that deserves.
You gonna come say hi?
Yes, come say hi.
Hold on. I may have to force the issue.
Force the issue.
Come here. Oh no, don't go that way. Oh, come back.
Wrong way.
Yeah. No. Okay. I don't want to go chasing after her.
That's fine.
She probably thinks it's dinner time, which it is not.
But no, like having one cat to like focus one attention on versus like 45 cats to like deal all that. Yeah, very different vibes. I'm good with having singular numbers, singular digits. But yeah, I agree with you in so far of like keeping things depicted somewhat tangibly, like pre-break.
Yes.
Yeah.
So okay, so if I think this might actually be easier to draw facing the other way, but if we sort of streamline the general shape, but still keep it a depiction. Like how would you start drawing this if you drew the same picture a million times, you know?
Yeah, you're saying for like a forward facing deal or
no, I'm just facing to the left now.
Okay, got it. Okay.
So we got like essentially that stroke. And then the legs I feel like could simplify more, and that now just looks like a chick.
That's
to me, to be honest. But
I got from this, like, this is not even like remotely great, but like this is like the swoosh. This is like the one leg. This could be like the other leg theoretically. And
I see. Interesting. I feel like okay, so I didn't do a very good job of it here. This is more like wug shaped, but like the beak shape is very distinctive, right?
Yeah, I think
yes. It doesn't want to be just too. Actually, that came out better than when I was trying to do it. But like, where's I need another reference. Let me see if I can find another one. A lot of these have the mouth open, so they can be scary, you know. Which like fine. It's a very tall beak. Like
Yeah, it's
very
like
laterally compressed. Is that the right term? You know what I
think
mean?
so. I think I know what you mean.
It's like the opposite of a bill. You
Yes,
know what
I
I mean?
imagine like the
Like a bill is
bulldog
flat
version
that
of
way.
Bouba.
So like,
Ooh, there's one terror wug. Now there's two. How can I tell? Like, oh yeah, I God forbid I say a schwa anymore.
you better not while I'm here. Okay. So, maybe it just needs to be like a taller. God, this really just looks like a toy. I'm
I
not
know,
getting
yeah.
terror at all. Why'd you do that? Maybe the birds, the legs are important, I feel like, to the general vibe of the thing.
Yeah.
I'm hearing cat noises, I think. Oh, yes, I sure am. I just look under the desk and I see two shining eyes.
Yeah. Oh,
I think this one needs some thought and maybe revisiting later because they have a
yeah.
skinnier neck. Oh, that is true. Maybe that's what I'm missing.
Yeah,
Eh,
George, that's gonna be in our in the family, the other family of the other language in this family is like the Mihirungs are going to be very Chocobo-esque. So I'm very excited for when we get to that.
maybe too skinny.
Yeah.
If anything, that looks sillier
Yeah.
to me. But I guess it's sort of a longer neck. I'm trying to maybe stylize it a little bit too much at this stage still. Um,
Hmm.
in
I'm
the
imagining
picture,
now
you
kind of
can see
like
they are very thick. Oh, wait a minute. Are you saying? Hold on. Did I misread the comment
yes,
about the
yes,
neck?
you did. So this is more so the bird from the other language family that are going to be more of the mounts rather than these that are going to be kind of
Got it.
like huskies, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
Well, like
I thought
I
you were
kind of have thought like based upon this like left, I circled the one on the right and I said left. What's wrong with me? The one on the right, um, could like if the neck is like as skinny as it could be, like it could just like blob off a little bit and kind of be a little bit like disjointed. And this is like very forward thinking. Kind of like that, and then like that, and then just
Wait a minute. What if
mhm.
you know? Hmm. It's a little bit more on the abstract side, but actually somehow looks better. I mean, I guess
Yeah.
it's not something like that. Maybe. I don't
I
know.
think this is more
We
so
don't have
like
a
the
word for this yet,
transitional
right? No.
phase versus
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
yeah.
I think I like this style where it's sort of like you have this combination of like if you think about stick figure versus drawing of a person, right? Where the stick figure, everything is basically just lines versus with the drawing of the person, it's outlines to an area. And in
Mhm.
this, you get the combination where the important parts are emphasized by being spaces, but then you've also got sections that are just line.
Mhm.
I kind of like that look, and I feel like that can get you some interesting places in terms of later development.
We're in agreement.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm imagining the thumbnail that Jake is imagining, and I remember it very distinctly. Like,
I do not.
okay, it's from the World Building Festival, if I remember correctly.
Oh, I'll have to check that later.
We have a glyph for thought potentially. That's great.
Which one? Sorry.
For if this terror bird thing is
Oh,
a done
okay.
deal.
I've lost track of
Oh, I'm.
what words are what.
Well, words are who
Okay,
doesn't watch
there's.
with galore. Yeah. Where the heck
Let me
is?
put that here. Why did
I'm
you
gonna
connect?
add.
Oh, it's because I have the snapping on for no reason. Okay.
I'm gonna move this down so I can just like.
Okay, what's going on here?
Three through 2 by 5 is 10, 13. 13 plus what? 6 is 19. That's 6, 11. 11 plus 8 is not cool. I'm just planning kind of like continent glyph derivation, kind of like from where it's coming from, I guess.
Okay.
That was not really clear. I'm so sorry, but like, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's okay.
5, 6. Dun, 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 dun. Let's do dun dun. Okay. Dun. Oh, I know. Oh my god. So, I think I did this wrong. Okay. So this was P T. No. There we go. K, Q, and well, stop. This is word and or glyph word and English. And then
where are you?
I'm under script.
Oh, I see it. Look at that. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think others can as well.
No.
I'm just. Oh gosh darn it! I'm just more
so. Miles
so.
is making a table of sounds. What word would correspond in both English and or in the language and then English translation?
Bingo is
okay. Got it.
What is
so?
Oh, there we go.
Mentally, I have moved on from terror birds to persimmons.
Ooh, that's yes.
And I feel like
yes.
without color, weirdly enough, and like without a sense of scale, a persimmon ends up looking a lot like a blueberry because it's got the like oh, I guess I can just show you what I mean. Like I was looking at reference pictures and basically I'm seeing fairly round thing and then like the stuff on top. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not
like a lot of fruits are
tomato.
Like that. Yeah. And then it got me wondering what like presumably like most of the fruits that we eat, persimmons have been cultivated and are much larger than like the sort of natural, not like wild original version, right? I would guess. Sure. So like what does a wild persimmon look like? And I am seeing basically the same thing but smaller. But I don't know like how much I don't know how much to trust random Google images, but like the other side of that, of course, is that these people are probably cultivating them too. So like maybe it doesn't matter too much.
Yeah, I don't think the size matters too much. More so like but this is going to be unambiguous like tomato.
The distinctive thing is the attachment point, you know, the little, I don't know if they're technically leaves or what, but that bit. Like it could be a side on type thing.
Yeah.
With or without the connection line thingy.
We go from tomato to Bart Simpson.
So what?
To Bart Simpson.
Yeah. Okay. What I was gonna say was also it could be top-down type thing, which could be an interesting later development of like a sort of a shape, like an O inside an O, you know. But I feel like that's a good obvious one to reach for that's a K, right?
That's the K, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we can have the K. This is so and this is live. Welcome. I know I did not do a great job scheduling this.
What?
I feel like I'm always like terrible at like scheduling these. But I think that's just me being perceptive of myself. So I need to you know what? I need to be my stop being my worst critic.
You know what I kind of like about this version of the glyph is that it's an extremely Bouba glyph for an extremely Kiki sound.
That is kind of attractive about it, isn't it?
And like I like that dissonance.
You are actually de-Kikifying it.
Actually, that's true because it's got a Bouba outside end center and then the Kiki like annulus.
Okay. I'm all for this kind of
some version. Maybe it's still maybe the other thing we could do is in simplifying actually drop the outer ring. No, because we wanted it to still be a depiction at the time of divergence, which would mean that has to still be there. But it could just be Kiki inside Bouba.
Now this is like Steven Universe graphic tee. Or like the ball from like Rugrats. That's what it is.
Calyx. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Some persimmons are a bit longer, meaning like
or
this way longer.
Yeah.
Like even more Bart Simpson.
Like if that one's like your beef heart tomato, that one is your Roma tomato, and that one's like your I don't know what the squat ones are called. Your heirloom tomato.
That would be just like.
That's like
some of the ones I've seen.
Yes.
I also do like how this kind of looks like I'm just drawing a bunch of blobs and putting crowns on them at this point.
I mean, that's what it seems like it is.
Yeah. But oh my god, I keep not knowing where my cursor is and doing it on screen. Oh, typically 3 to 4. That's interesting. Is that really okay? Maybe it's just that they are bigger. Look at that. Okay, that actually makes it easier because like if it's a circle with let's say 4.
I see what you're saying now. Here. Yeah.
I mean the 4-pointed star is honestly such a pain to draw because it doesn't really work very well. But
that could be just like
it could almost just
a diamond.
Something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, or actually
like hot cross bun for steel.
That kind of a shape. Or there's what am I thinking? Like that's a little too blobby maybe, but like where you actually draw them as individual bits.
Yeah, I think Jake and George are saying kind of what I'm a little bit thinking, like a rudimentary cross.
Rudimentary. Oh, just literally
just like a. Yep. Hot cross bun. So it's still. Oh no! Oh my god! I'm so sorry. But do you know what that is? You've gone from a tomato to a communion wafer.
God. Yeah, I think I'm going with pulling that one off the table. Maybe an X, but honestly,
maybe an X.
I don't know, but some version of this I like. For K.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as that. I think the Terror Bird and this is like there are two like transitional forms.
Yes. Okay. Should we move on for now?
We should, but I'm still figuring out.
Oh my god, it's already okay. Wow, it's
I know time does move. Oh, I found it. Yes. Okay, good. I have our spreadsheet up and ready. I did organize it a little more compact.
Okay, so we got the stops, the nasals, the fricatives, and the etc.
Correct. I am going to just like put this down so it correlates to place articulation and just put ironically enough an X here.
I appreciate that. That maybe like oops, not maybe that because otherwise I see an X and I'm like, was that miscapitalized?
But yeah, exactly.
And of course, none of them can see what we're talking about. But ow, I just bit my tongue. It's
No,
fine.
I do it all the time. I can just write that. This one's a little more complex.
And yeah, George, it might just reduce to the X, but
Yeah.
but part of the fun of this is that this is going to be diverging into two different writing systems. So I could see very easily one of them dropping the X and one of them dropping the circle, and then you get completely unrelated looking letters from the same source.
I didn't even think about that because like if that was the case with like the one with the concentric circles, if you remove it, it's still gonna be a circle. But
Yeah.
with this, like you kind of like have at least little some I don't know, little kind of like more distinct sort of thing between the two. But yeah, kind of what George is saying. Yeah, we have
Yeah.
two.
Okay, what other nouns do we have?
Oh,
What
the
can we do?
pods. We're talking about
Pods.
the
Yes.
pod.
Okay. So, I mean, my first thought is just like the drawing would just be pretty simple, I think. Like I don't feel like there's a huge amount of room for variation unless you just either do or don't put the actual seeds or peas or whatever
Yeah.
in. And then the other variation is of course the orientation of the whole thing. Like it is it I don't know why I just went for diagonal, but it could be various ways.
Yeah.
And I could see lots of ways for this to evolve in different methods. Methods is the wrong word. Different ways.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this? I think for space efficiency, probably we don't want to go diagonal because that's going to create big gaps. But
Yeah.
vertical, I feel like is maybe
Vertical
the best option.
Is the best
Also,
option.
because they tend to hang in like if they're still on a tree or whatever,
Very
right?
true.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
It could also even have. That's not really the right shape, though. Let me actually look up a reference photo again because
I imagine those trees that have like the kind of like the bean trees.
Yeah, I
Well,
know exactly the ones you mean, but I don't know what they are.
I can't tell what they're called either.
What if I just look up bean
Midwestern
tree?
bean tree.
Okay, there's a lot of them. Ice cream bean tree. What the heck?
Oh, Jake mentioned something about the ice cream bean. I don't remember what it was though.
Really?
A while ago. Just yeah, the ice cream bean things. Oh.
So okay.
Tamarind would grow down there.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it definitely would.
Those
That's the
are
only other pod thing that I can imagine. But I don't think
yeah.
that's too much
That's
different
interesting.
than yeah, it's a pod is a pod is a pod.
But they are much more like that, right?
Yeah, they're
Tamarins.
more like
They're like, or is
Mr.
that just
Hanky.
because they're dried? Because I see them dried, and do they? No, because it doesn't look super
No, they're on the
wrinkly. I don't
tree
think
like
it's.
that.
Yeah, they are. They are. Okay. So that could be fun, but I feel like that would just sort of simplify, unless it simplifies to a wavy line rather than simplifying to, oh God, what on earth, to a
Yeah,
blob.
no, for sure.
But I do still like the idea of having the circles, which would probably just become dots. And again, I could see that diverging into like just the dots. Okay, this program doesn't like drawing just dots, but you understand what I'm trying to do.
I understand what you mean.
In one language, it could even become just a vertical line if we don't have anything else that is in that territory. Jake suggests also maybe an 8.
Yeah.
Which I was thinking this is gonna be silly, but like that
Yeah,
which
that's
of course would not survive long.
no.
But at best it would. No, see, I just want to draw the blob instead of that. But it could maybe do an 8 shape.
It could.
I feel like this is a good sort of stage for the point that we were talking about. Circles to loops is English. Loops.
So like
Oh,
maybe
like
kind
a
of like
boop, 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 boop.
yes.
Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
yeah.
Wait a minute. What if it's that looks like how a cartoonist would draw like a French bread or something if it was on its side.
I don't not hate that though as a transitional
Yeah.
form. I think that might could be it.
Yeah, maybe this one. It's you know what this is? This is a really anti-David glyph. He hates those loops. Of course, it could also go the other way, but yeah, no, I go very literally in my scripts all the time. Maybe too much so, but
the only script that like I know that thank you, Jake. The only script that I've made with figure eight is like the Chialu script, and the S is like the infinity sign, and it's so hard to like nail handwritten all the like to keep everything so nice and neat and proper.
Yeah,
it's the one thing I dread.
Mayan bean. Oh, I see. Wow.
Oh, there it is, a Mayan bean. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna zoom into the Mayan bean. I'm gonna remove your dock first. So.
Oh, okay. I was gonna try to redepict it, but that will be easier.
The Mayan bean. There we go. I guess, like, I mean, yes, the Mayans do have a lot of glyphs for like reasons.
For reasons,
thank you.
Indeed. Oh, beautiful.
But like, it's always so intricate. It's so wild to me. It doesn't have a little face. Especially if you image options, rotation. Here we go. So if you see now, look at the little guy. He had little eyes and the nose and like a little a little
cute. Oh, I love that.
Yeah. And that's also true, George. Doing this, you kind of have to accept that there's going to be some evolutionary convergence. Jake is communicating with us through the spirit realm, as usual.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Do you remember that time while you were streaming and I went into the dock and like startled you both, and I did not mean to do that?
No.
Okay.
Probably because it's mostly because like these streams can sometimes get for me like it's gonna sound so terrible, but like if I'm working a Starbucks shift and then my regular comes in, I'm not gonna know it's the regular until like I like need to like be like, shown that like your idea has happened. I also trust that it did happen.
Oh, okay. Well, I think you just didn't see that it was me and you were streaming, and then suddenly there was someone else in the document, and you were just like,
no. Oh wait, no. I remember this now. Yes. Okay. I remember this now.
And it was just like I happened to already have access because I had been on once, and I was confused about something you were saying, so I was like, I can just look it up instead of asking.
Why? I had the middleman in there.
Yeah, exactly. The middle person.
We have a stop. We have a fricative, and we have an approximate.
Yes, so we do.
If we got
and none of them are well, sorry, what?
We got 13 minutes left.
Do we have any nouns that start with the palatal lateral or glottal stop?
Definitely not nouns, no. Okay. But that is something that we
because those would be ones to keep an eye out for. I'm just seeing exactly one word starting with glottal stop,
and that is the
and zero that start with the lateral fricative because it just went to where you are. Oh, that's so beautiful.
It is really pretty.
That glyph.
Oh, I know we have the word for Easter Bunny that needs to.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that. What?
So, because of the biology of the island, we can't have pure mammals. So essentially, this is a monotremes lagomorph.
Right, I remember now. I mean, it's not literally a lagomorph, but it's yes, yeah.
This is something that I definitely want. I also want the really small, mini kind of like brine shrimp esque dolphin.
Wait a
Like,
minute.
let's say
What?
you were to buy like a sea monkeys kit. I want
Okay,
that
yeah, I
for
had to
like
Google to make sure
dolphins.
brine shrimp were what I thought they were, and they definitely are. And so I'm what?
Just like really comically small mammals in the
Yes,
water.
Jake, I can tell this is a Miles thing.
No one surprised it's a me thing.
Wow. Okay. Um. Well. Okay. What about other nouns that we do currently already have words for that might work? I
There
could see
is no
actually
other.
village. So we've got knots for village. That could be fun. Like just a
That
little
could be
collection of
fun.
houses.
Hmm.
We want to try that.
Let's try it.
Okay. Do
Remove
I
that.
need to share screen again, or is it? Can you just put me back? Oh no, I'm still sharing
I got
screen.
you. Yep.
Oh,
Is a symbol swap.
already there. Beautiful. Okay. I attempted to copy the Mayan bean glyph, but it's not my best work. Okay, so like if we have, oh, actually, I guess the question is, what do their houses look like if we're trying to draw a group of them? Because the roof shape, I feel like, is the most distinctive thing, and my first instinct is to do that, but I don't think it's necessarily that, or even likely that.
Yeah. I'm looking on if this comes up with a good like.
If it's simplified enough, it might not matter, because if it just sort of ends up being like a rounded
That's true too. Like
shape, and then we do like, and I just realized this is a Doug trio.
that is a Doug trio. That.
Okay, so in the last script we ended up with an Animal Crossing leaf. This time a Doug trio. Maybe we just go with it.
Honestly, do we need to continue the trend? Because I would adore that.
I would like to know
And
what,
have like
what
a
Jake
little
thinks
like
about that. Okay, sorry, go
something
ahead.
Adobe. So rounded off a
Which,
square
you know,
Doug trio.
right, but
No,
anything that's a rounded square is just gonna become round very quickly, I feel like. Like, I mean, it
very
could
true.
be like one of these deals, but again, it's just like that is just
At that point, you're being really precise and
right. It takes care,
yeah,
and then there's no reason that in the development of the script people wouldn't just do that.
start doing that.
The other thing this reminds me of is like the way that people will draw like overly cutesy smiley faces, but like upside down, where it's like they do the cheeks. Oh god, this looks so bad, but like okay, that's like horrifying. But do you know what I mean? The proportions are so off on that. Okay, maybe I should.
That was
I guess
terrifying. I know what you mean.
there we go. How about that?
That's less like I feel like it's like looking
I
at me in
still
the night.
I still hate it. I'm getting rid of that, and I wish I hadn't brought it up. Okay, but in any case, I feel like this could be a fun thing. Also, if there were doors,
Oh, 1000%.
which
Yes.
might just go away immediately, but it could become a thing. Like I feel like if we do this layout where we have two in the front and then one behind, then in this roundedness simplification, it might do one of those.
Yeah.
It could also be like a fun thing where there are variant glyphs where some people draw it with an extra house or whatever, and like maybe that becomes a thing.
Sorry. That's what I had kind of like originally imagined because based
Like
upon
I feel
this,
like 3 is your prototypical like this is now a group of things. So 3 is just where I automatically stopped, but it doesn't have to be.
no, I
Um,
agree so far. There doesn't need to be anything like sort of like multiplicities about it, but I can
so
see like it being broken up where like it kind of like looks to me sort of like a branch, kind of like a 1 to 2 to 4 side of deal, versus kind of like maybe they
yeah,
more see the houses in that versus kind of like that, and that's maybe like where the split is a little bit. This swivel chair is super great at this. I feel like I'm like getting a lat workout.
I don't know if this is like I'm going with you, but am I getting mirrored? Is it going to be backwards for them? I don't know.
No, it's
Um,
more so like we're like
Right. See, for me, we were going together.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway.
and Jake has put the
Oh,
rice paddy
yes.
clip.
So like less of a perspective thing and more just like house. Maybe is that am I interpreting that right, or is that supposed to be like a single house?
I
I mean,
think
it's basically this. Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's a lot of possible variation in the shapes that we could play around
Indeed.
with. I think that might maybe require a little bit more world building to figure out. But I think small group of houses for this sound, which is I forget what it's nuts, right? Yeah.
Not.
For that. I feel like if I write things down, that will help me in the future.
That's why I have this notebook, even though it's not really. I have the glyph about from the Bouba. I have Wings, the TV show, and then I have the two glyphs. But do you know about the show Wings?
I know of it. I know very little about it.
Okay, that's I was made to watch a few episodes. And that's all I know, and it's local. It's local to you, so it should be something that's cute.
Wait.
Yeah, it's like a Cheer spinoff where like they're like running like a airport. I think like either to or from Martha's Vineyard.
Okay, like I couldn't tell if you were making a joke and like, does this actually take place in Baltimore?
No, God, no.
Okay, sorry.
That bit I'm far from because that just confused me.
Okay, it's fine.
Words
we've got like 4 minutes left. Do we want to try to come up with another one?
This one did seem rather quick. So maybe...
Well, yeah, we're gonna have to come back to like, oops.
Oh, for sure.
Where did our list go? Oh, good, you were keeping track of that. Where are our nouns?
They're not right there.
I got lost.
Your cursor is there. I'm.
Is it? But how do I go to my own cursor? I scrolled. Oh, I can just like do that.
Oh,
okay.
There you go.
Why is this not there? Oh, okay. Where is it? I can't tell. I am not feeling village. I mean, river for right now.
I'm not either. And I don't
feel like I've done river glyphs in many different scripts I've done, and yeah.
And like a kohlrabi looks like a persimmon, other than it's like it has more greater spikes to it.
Oh, I did not mean to click on shopping. I'm not shopping for a kohlrabi right now. Thank you. Unless it's still got like all the stalks and stuff on it, right?
That's like, I mean, like if we're saying like our persimmon is from a top down,
maybe we have all the bits, or it's separate stalks, right?
Yeah, it's like big bulb and like stalks.
Yeah. So how do we feel about that? Actually, you know what this is very similar to is the onion glyph from the last one, which ended up turning into that.
Yes. I mean that's a great, I think yes.
We could send it in a different direction if we wanted to. Stalks coming out of the bulb. Or off of the bulb. Off the of bulb?
Sorry, I can't. Off the of bulb. I'm
really I see, like lower down.
Fraggle Rock episode.
Yes.
Kohlrabi and Fraggle Rock.
I have to admit, I'm not like super well acquainted with kohlrabi. It's not something that I like have eaten very many times. I feel slightly ashamed admitting that to you in particular.
That's fine. It's not like, I'll be honest, like I don't like it for its taste. I don't find it to be a very palatable vegetable. To me, I mean, it's literal pure broccoli stem, and I do not like that texture.
Interesting. Yeah. Huh.
Because I mean, like that's like essentially what it was bred for, to be like a giant broccoli stem.
I guess that is what that is, huh? I feel like I might actually like that then.
Yeah, no, it's like so like he has like to peel it a little bit,
I'm
but
trying to
like
think
once you like get in
yeah.
there, it's kind of like it also has to like remind me of the texture of like an artichoke heart a little bit.
Oh, even more points in its favor. What if we like abstracted to like that point?
Yeah,
How do we feel about that? So it's going in a different direction than with the onion glyph that I was talking about. Where
yeah.
that could be like an interesting thing where it could turn into, I don't know if it's gonna work. Probably not. That
I am gonna put
like
something
there's
for
various directions it could go, right?
oh easily.
Or like I feel like even still that at the point of divergence maybe works.
I think so.
We I mean I will
The-
say we haven't really given any thought, as far as I know, to what the styles of the end point scripts will be. So there's plenty of wiggle room there. But I feel like this kind of fits that general aesthetic that I was talking about before.
yes.
So maybe I'll just make a note of that. And we're about out of time, but I want to make my note where I write down what it is because I'm not necessarily going to recognize this later.
No.
Um,
I did want to before I forget. I did want to say that because of George's comment, I did look at there is a Kohlrabi episode of Fraggle Rock, and I think that's great for me because it is episode 420. I think that's hilarious. It is season 4, episode 20 about Kohlrabis. Love,
Okay.
love, 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 love.
All
I
right.
love it.
So
Okay.
so what is that? 4, maybe 5? I lost count. I think it's just 4.
I think it is 4.
Kind of have, and we only vaguely
No,
have
it's
any.
5.
But excellent.
So we are nearly where I just saw it. We're almost a quarter of the way, or more than a quarter of the way there.
Wait, really?
Mm-hmm.
Is that few? I guess
There's
yeah.
19
There's not that many.
glyphs.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's a matter of kind of like what the combos are going to be of them to kind of.
Yeah. Okay,
Cool.
I think that's a good start. I
agree.
think I don't know when our next script related episode would be.
That is a great question.
Because it's kind of like an early stage to be doing this. We're more or less doing this because Jake isn't here, so that's me. But like we can do some thinking about this off stream, or
Oh yeah,
save it and forget everything and then come back to it in however long.
the next time I dip, apparently.
Okay.
So I'll see when that is, and then
Great.
I'll plan my dip. I need to take up with the Bouba CEO and put in my time off. Be sure they're okay with it.
And who is that?
I think it's Jake.
Who is it?
I think
I
Jake
didn't
is
know if there was like a third party the way there is with
COO.
LTS.
No, there's not. Bib Industries has yet to ask us for to be a part of the conglomerate. No
yeah,
merger.
Jake, you might dip too.
True.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well, this was
Very
fun. This was
Yes,
good.
it was.
Good fun.
We did it.
Yay!
The most American Bouba ever.
The most American Bouba ever. We did it. Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.